Welcome to our field study journey. A journey that bridges theoretical knowledge with an observation, offering pre-service teachers to venture into real-world classrooms, witnessing firsthand the art and science of effective teaching. Join us as we present our enlightening exploration.
Welcome to Educatalyst virtual journey at Pangasinan National High School. Join us in this e-vlog as we dive into the heart of our Field Study 1 experience, exploring the transformative landscape of this esteemed institution. Buckle up for an educational odyssey where Field Study 1 principles come to life in a school passionate about learning. Let's begin this virtual expedition together.
Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound.
Activity 1 focuses on the pedagogical content knowledge that recognizes the importance of teachers' mastery of content knowledge and its interconnectedness within and across curriculum areas, coupled with the sound and critical understanding of the application of theories and principle of teaching and learning. This activity further encompasses teachers' ability to apply developmentally appropriate and meaningful pedagogy grounded on content knowledge and pedagogy. It takes into account teachers' proficiency, mother tongue, Filipino and English in the teaching and learning process, as well as needed skills in the use of communication strategies, teaching strategies, and technologies to promote high-quality learning outcomes.
For the FS1 Worksheet 1, its focus is on teachers' knowledge and content pedagogy. For its intended learning outcomes, we, the field study students, must be able to identify the strategies used by the teacher that promotes numeracy skills, literacy skills, and higher order thinking skills. Also, to take an account on various strategies employed by the teacher, and to observe and categorize classroom communication strategies employed by the teacher that support learners' maximum involvement and greater accomplishment. So for the observation part, we indicate the learning principles applied in the lesson plan. We also answered questions like what are the skills needed to be enhanced during the learning process. For the second part of observation, we identify the strategy or technique used by the teacher throughout the learning process. We also classified if it is an inductive or deductive method of teaching.
For the analysis part, we were able to utilize the gathered information to address important questions regarding the effectiveness of the teacher's teaching methods in relation to the students and their learning environment. Additionally, we gained valuable insights into various types of students, particularly those who appeared disengaged and lost in their own world during classes. This worksheet also prompted us to reflect on our own actions and consider what steps should we take in similar situations to enhance learning outcomes. We questioned whether the learning principles we implemented were truly benefiting the students' educational growth. In summary, as field study students, we have acquired knowledge about the implementation of effective principles and strategies within the classroom setting, ultimately leading to increased students' engagement.
Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound.
For the overview of Activity 2, My Ideal Learning Environment, this activity will include video viewing of different school perspectives, online observation and interview with teachers and school personnel in charge of the physical plant or flashback of their previous school environment. Their exposure to various school settings will enable them to generate or illustrate their ideal school environment that is safe, secure, and conducive for learning.
We observe at Pangasinan National High School to answer all the questions needed in our worksheets. In DNHS, there are different facilities like the Office of Principal, the library, counseling room, canteen, medical clinic, science laboratory, gymnasium, outdoor garden, home economics rooms, conference rooms, computer laboratories, and faculty room. By having all these facilities, a conducive learning environment can positively influence student, fostering engagement, motivation, and cognitive growth. The learning environment plays a pivotal role in shaping students' academic experiences and overall development. Proper facilities enhance the educational experience, facilitate effective training, and promotes a positive school culture.
A positive learning environment stimulates curiosity and enthusiasm, encouraging students to actively participate in the learning process. In conclusion, the learning environment significantly influences students, both positively and negatively. Schools and educational institutions must prioritize creating environments that foster engagement, collaboration, and inclusivity while addressing potential pitfalls such as distraction and testing pressure. By understanding the impact of learning environments, educators, policymakers, and parents can collaborate to ensure that students have the best possible setting for their academic and personal growth.
Distinctness of a learner in a diverse classroom has successfully provided pre-service teachers with knowledge and skills necessary to understand the complexities of diversity in the classroom. It not only empowers us to gain practical insights through observations and video analysis, but also aligns with the domain 3 of the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. It serves as a comprehensive platform to explore the profound impact of gender, racial, cultural, and religious diversity.
The activity highlights the following: writing narrative reports for PPST Domain 3 empowers AFA students to determine, understand, and embrace the diverse backgrounds of learners, fostering an inclusive and empathetic educational environment. Moreover, we have come to recognize the importance of differentiated learning strategies, multiple intelligences, and support for learners with special educational needs, or LSENS. Observation and video analysis of virtual class has empowered us to efficiently describe the characteristics, needs, and interests of learners in a diverse classroom as a vital foundation for effective teaching. Shadowing learners from preschool, elementary, and high school allow us to differentiate between the characteristics and needs of learners across different grade levels, a critical skill for personalized instruction.
At the end of the activity, the FSC students can also identify and implement best practices for handling diversity in the classroom, ensuring a more enriching educational experience for all. This activity has played a pivotal role in preparing us for the challenges and opportunities presented by diverse classroom. It marks a vital step towards cultivating inclusive educators.
Learning Overview. The demands of the global community are climbing up to its zenith as time goes by. In line with the visions and missions of all these schools, individuals are thought to regulate self-learning. Teachers are the prime movers in the educative process, and their goals are to fill their minds with such knowledge, touch their hearts with core values such as the good manners and right conduct, and equip their bodies with sufficient potentials, leading them to success.
Activity 4 is all about the teaching learning resources, ICT, and the curriculum. In this activity, we're going to share with you the things that we do in identifying what type of curriculum are utilized in DepEd school, describe how teaching learning processes are sequenced to meet the curricular needs or requirements, to determine the teaching and learning resources and ICT that facilitates teaching learning process and evaluate resources in the virtual learning environment. In this activity, why is it important to know the different types of curriculum? Basically, understanding the historical significance of curriculum can either give teachers greater insight into curriculum development and encourage their involvement in curriculum design and assessment, if that is something that interests them, or it can help them better adapt their instruction to the standards established by stakeholders. Each of these results is valuable in its own right, and depending on your point of view, can enhance the way that education is conducted.
Using varieties of sources including K-12 basic education curriculum samples, we explore the curriculum types implemented within DepEd schools' laboratories. We analyze downloaded and borrowed lesson plans to understand their structure and how they address curriculum requirements. These helped us familiarize with their components, particularly identifying sections incorporating ICT for enhanced teaching learning. Additionally, we observed class videos to analyze class flow, learning activities, and their alignment with the intended learning outcomes. This comprehensive approach facilitated adjustments to various sections of the worksheets, ensuring their alignment with the designated objectives.
Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe inside.
This activity focuses on Domain 5, which is the assessment and reporting. Assessment is an inevitable part of the teaching learning processes. It determines the effectiveness of the curriculum. At the same time, it assesses or evaluates the learner's performance. There are different assessment tools that can be utilized throughout the process where feedbacks are drawn. In this activity, the FS student will be engaged in varied opportunities which will help us to understand better the assessment processes.
Assessing learning outcomes and reporting feedbacks. So teachers can use formative assessment to monitor student learning and provide feedback that enhances teaching and learning methods. Assessments like recitation, quiz, and self-assessment are considered formative and can provide evidence for specific feedback. These assessments are integrated with the learning process and so aim to improve academic performance. So during our classroom observation, in Pangasinan National High School, we noticed that Ma'am Regine Maneklang followed specific guidelines in constructing tests. She ensured that the quiz had a balanced level of difficulty with 60% essay, 30% moderate, and 10% difficult questions. She also asked reflective questions that allowed students to relate to their lesson in their own context. So to aid understanding, she used rephrasing clause and examples. Most importantly, the questions were aligned with the learning objectives.
For the analysis part, the assessment evaluates both lower and higher order thinking skills and covers various domains of learning. The questions are clear and require comprehension and thinking skills appropriate for the learner's level. The test is well balanced with a fair distribution of questions that cover key concepts in the subject matter. So, teachers uses a formula from the Department of Education to compute learners' grades accurately and reliably. The formula includes components and weight distributions, which the teacher briefly discusses with learners and parents. Additionally, the teacher reports on learners' behavior and learning progress to parents.
This activity will include lectures in the form of a webinar and online interviews with teachers who are practicing their profession. The webinar focuses on community linkages, teachers' personal and professional attributes, and development and the importance of their involvement in research and extension activities. The 21st century skills of a teacher which now he or she engages in, develop, or possess will be given emphasis. For the FS1 Worksheet 6, we have the teacher skills and connection to community. For its intended learning outcomes, we, the field studies students, must be able to identify the social rules and functions of a teacher to promote harmonious relationships with learners, parents, schools, and the wider community. To understand and appreciate the importance of school-community partnership in the educative process, and to recognize the importance of teachers assuming responsibility for personal growth and professional development for lifelong learning. So, for the observation part, the teachers shared about their personal and professional attributes, awards received, research conducted, and extension activities. And for the research extension, we interviewed teachers on how they conducted the research and to describe the extension project that they were involved.
For the analysis and reflection part, does the school community engagement influence the educative process? Definitely yes. Both will see the importance of working together for the common good. How would you report achievement or result to the bigger community? A general parent-teacher meeting provides an appropriate forum for sharing both student and school accomplishments. How the personal and professional skills of a teacher help in preparing his or her tasks or functions. For example, when organizing a school-based English festival, a teacher must demonstrate qualities such as patience, diligence, and effective leadership abilities. These skills could be their investment and foundation for teaching journey. How would you establish good school community collaboration? By involving both students and the community with activities such as feeding programs, cleanup drives, tutoring, literacy projects, seminars, and trainings, we can establish good school community collaboration. Do you have any advice about how to invite stakeholders to engage in school community projects? Show them how these school community projects and activities influence an educative process. So in the future, how will you enhance your personal and professional development? By participating in seminars, workshops, trainings, and online courses, we can enhance our personal and professional development.
As our journey in field study when comes to a close, we are grateful for the guidance and support that we have received from our mentor, teacher, and the school staff. Their wisdom, expertise, and encouragement have been invaluable in shaping our learning experience. We had learned the importance of collaboration, patience, and flexibility in the field of education. We had also witnessed the dedication and hard work that teachers put into creating a positive and conducive learning environment for their students.
This Field Study 1 has been an extremely monumental experience for us, and we will always remember it as a vital time in our lives. This is a first step towards becoming an educator, and we will also see this as a chance to improve. And that's what we did. Even though it was a tiring activity, we really enjoy it because we learn a lot and gain ideas and information that may one day make us better human working with our own students. We are incredibly grateful to our all-power God for bestowing upon us grace and wisdom to us in our day-to-day struggles as we navigate the many facets of our human experience.